More Musings. Unfortunately, my daughter got sick and we had to take her to the hospital because she had a really high fever and she was there for a couple of days. She got better. She's all fine now. That's all good. And I just wanted to say that I found that the hospital we went to here in Glasgow, Scotland was a really good hospital. I have no real complaints. We got the service that we needed. The ambulance arrived for initial checking on her. The ER, or A&E as they call it here, went smoothly without too long of a waiting period before being seen by someone. And we had no trouble getting a room. She had her own room, partly because she seemed to have a respiratory infection, and so I wouldn't want it to spread to anyone else. And it had a little bed in there, and there was its own bathroom. It was a pleasant setup. And the nurses came by regularly, and anytime I hit the little call button, somebody would come by really quickly, so I did not feel like I had to wait an undue amount of time. Doctors seemed pretty competent. The usual, seeing lots of different faces in terms of nurses and doctors because, I'm there with my daughter for, over 48 hours. Obviously, there's going to go through a few shifts and I'm going to see different people. Probably my only complaints really is the food. The hospital food was not very good. And just that there was one little thing that they kind of dropped the ball on a little bit. My daughter had part of her respiratory infection. She ended up getting pink eye in both her eyes, conjunctivitis. And I just wanted to know if it needed some sort of treatment because pink eye doesn't respond to antibiotics unless it's caused by a bacterial infection. And since she probably had a viral infection, turns out it was COVID, it would be a waste of time to put antibiotic drops in her eyes. And so I asked about that a few times, and the nurses always said, well, they were going to check and they'd get back to me, or they were going to talk to the doctor. And I suspect the nurses were told that it was going to be a wait and see. Nothing's going to be occurring at the moment. No treatment at the moment. Let's see what happens. And you don't write down on people's, what's the word I'm looking for? Tablet, pad, chart, what you don't do to them. You don't list out things that are not being done. You only list out what the things are being done. So I think it just didn't get noted and get back to me. But her eyes got better on their own. Once I knew it was COVID, I expected that was going to happen anyway. So yeah, that was the only tiny little thing. Found the hospital very, very effective, and I'm happy that my baby is all better now.